For years I prayed and heard nothing. I begged God for answers, but all I got was silence. Have you ever felt that too? Like heaven went quiet and all you had were tears on your pillow. I want to tell you what I learned in those silent years, because they changed everything. I used to think silence meant rejection. I'd pray for healing, for direction, for peace. But nothing changed. I saw others getting testimonies, and I was still waiting. I started asking, God, did I do something wrong? Have you forgotten me? Every time I thought a door was opening, it slammed shut again. And the hardest part? I still had to show up, smile, and say, God is good, even when I couldn't feel Him. There was one night I reached my limit. I remember sitting in the dark saying, Lord, I can't keep pretending everything's okay. I felt empty, like my prayers were hitting the ceiling. I told God, if you're really there, show me something, anything. But the night stayed quiet. I cried until I fell asleep on the floor. I didn't know that night was the beginning of something new. A few days later, I noticed something small. The peace I begged for didn't come from answers. It came from surrender. I stopped trying to hear God and started trying to trust Him. And in that silence, I realized God was never absent. He was speaking through the quiet, through the waiting, through the moments I thought were wasted. Sometimes God's silence isn't punishment, it's protection. Because if He answered too soon, you wouldn't be ready for what He's preparing. That's when this verse came alive to me, Isaiah 30:15. In quietness and in trust shall be your strength. I finally understood. God's silence wasn't Him ignoring me. It was Him strengthening me. He was teaching me to depend on His timing, not my timeline. He was teaching me to walk by faith, not feelings. And suddenly, what once felt like silence began to feel like strategy. Months later, something happened that made everything make sense. A door opened, but not the one I prayed for. It was better, and I heard God clearly in my spirit say, now you understand why I was silent. Every unanswered prayer started to make sense. Every delay, every no, every season of silence, they were all preparing me for this moment. If you're watching this right now and you feel like God has gone quiet, please hear me. He hasn't left you. Silence doesn't mean absence. It often means preparation. He's working behind the scenes. He's aligning hearts, timing, and purpose. You just can't see it yet, but one day you will. Maybe you're in your silent years right now. Don't rush out of them. Let them shape you. One thing I learned, faith isn't built when God speaks, it's built when He doesn't. Because when you can trust Him in silence, you'll recognize His voice even in storms. So don't give up yet. Don't quit praying. Don't lose hope. Because one day you'll look back and realize God was never quiet. He was composing your miracle in silence. If this message found you, it's not random. Maybe this is God's way of saying, be still. I'm still here. And when He finally speaks again, it'll make sense why He was silent for so long. If this touched your spirit, don't just scroll. Share this with someone who's waiting on God's voice too. Because maybe this is the word they've been praying for.